Alright, so let's have a little convo right now. Right now, I'm using autopilot in my Model 3, right? And I just want to tell you the convenience of having autopilot and why you should definitely get it. Now, what if you're driving and you're a person that's always tired, always falling asleep behind the wheel? Autopilot is perfect for you because then when you put it on autopilot, at least you know if you fall asleep and you get up, you won't have to be as scared because the car would know to slow down, to stop, to switch lanes and not drive into the next car. Now, if you're driving a regular car and you fall asleep, you're almost guaranteed to hit the other person in front of you. I fell asleep so much times behind the wheel and felt the car drifting over to the next lane, jumped out of my sleep, scared as hell, heart beating fast. It's a real scary feeling, you know? But after having autopilot, I feel much more safe driving. And if I find myself not off, I look up, I'm actually fine because I know the car is doing the speed that I put it to go, and it's in the lane that I left it in, or even if it's going to switch lane, it knows not to switch lane into another car or drive into the divider or something. So that's one plus, right? Now let's talk about the next plus. What if you're a single parent, or you're just somebody that's driving with a newborn, a young baby, a little kid, and they're in the back. You're driving, and for whatever reason, they dropped something. They dropped their car. They dropped something on the floor, right? Now, how are you going to pick that up and still try to monitor driving at the same time? Autopilot. You're using autopilot. The car is driving. It's driving itself, right? You decide, you know what? I can actually take my hands off the wheel. You turn around for a couple of seconds, grab what you need to grab, give it to the baby, especially if it's a pacifier. You know the baby's going to keep crying for that pacifier. So you're going to make it your business to do what? To make sure you get that pacifier to the baby. All right? That's another example of what you could do with autopilot. Now, another thing that you could do with autopilot. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes where I live, I drive, it takes a long time to drive there, you know? And sometimes I actually want to use the bathroom. And me being a guy, I always have like one of those water bottles around, right? I know you can say I'm gross, it's fine. And I drink a lot of water, so I'm always peeing. And sometimes it get really annoying. So now if you want to pee and let the car drive for you and make sure you have control of where you put in the pee and you want to make sure it doesn't spill anywhere, you could do that. You could take your hands off the wheel and do your thing. You know, get it out. That's another way you could use autopilot, right? If you're a person, I don't recommend this, but you know people are going to do it regardless. Now, a lot of people that's on the highway, especially when they're in traffic, they're always driving and texting, driving and surfing the web, driving and doing something on their phone. Now, I look at them and I'm like, wow, that's what you're doing. It's kind of crazy because when you take your eyes off the road and your phone and your eyes goes on your phone, right? Anything can happen in that split second, right? Now, I'm a person that says, you know what? If I'm going to text and drive, which we all done it. I'm not going to act like I'm perfect. I've done it many times, you know?
In
but
1 mile, keep right to stay on Interstate 678 North.
Let me turn it down. So it's actually scary, you know? It's actually scary to look down, text, and then look up. And I'm always thinking about it when I'm looking down, texting. But now, if you have autopilot, you can make the car drive for you. You could look down, send a quick text to somebody, and you won't have to be as scared of the car hitting somebody or hitting somebody's car or nothing like that. So that's another thing. I'm a person that I like to set up my playlist before I start driving because I don't want to have to touch the phone. But a lot of times you might be driving for a long distance. The playlist might finish, or for whatever reason it might pause, the app might crash. It could be many reasons why your music stopped playing, or you even ran the whole track out, the whole mix out until the end. Now, that's where autopilot comes in. You could actually grab your phone, right? Grab your phone, pull it out, set up the music, do what you got to do. Now, another thing that you could do is vlog. If you're a person like to vlog, and for whatever reason you don't have something to hold your phone, you could do like what I'm doing right now, which is make the car drive. and I could vlog, I could do whatever I want to do, and the car is still driving to its destination, and I'm not as scared because I know that the car is monitoring what's going on behind me, in front of me, and next to me, which is pretty cool. Autopilot is definitely the future. I know y'all watched iRobot, and when y'all seen Will Smith and the car was driving by itself, that's where we're aiming for. That's what we're going for. We're going for the car driving by itself, and you can actually just lay down and go to sleep, because there's a lot of accidents on the road because of people falling asleep behind the wheel, right? There's accidents because people are texting while driving, right? There's a lot of accidents because people are actually drunk and driving. Now you figure, if a person goes to the bar, they drink, they get drunk, and for whatever reason they decide they want to go home, full autonomy will be so amazing, because then you know what would happen? You could sit there and be like, you know what? I want to go home because I need to get home to make sure I'm up. I got somewhere to be in the morning. You know, you can just put the car to navigate, put your destination, and it takes you home for you and drop you home, and you don't have to worry about you hitting somebody or crashing into somebody or nothing like that. Like from what I've heard with the research of autopilot, that Teslas were cars with autopilot, right? If they have autopilot enabled, people are getting into less accidents than people just driving themselves. Because people that's driving themselves usually is not really cautious with what's going on a lot of times. You know, and a lot of things they overlook, and they won't realize what's going on. But these cars are so advanced that these cars can see stuff that we don't even see, because this Tesla is so advanced that it can read the car that's in front of the car. So the car that's in front of me right now, right? It's going to read that car, but then read the car in front of that car. So that means if the car in front of me, I don't want to confuse you. The car that's in front of me, the car that's in front of that car, right? If for whatever reason that car makes a sharp break and it's about to brake for whatever reason, right? Now you know what would happen? The Tesla would pick it up to know that it's actually by the brake, and it would start braking too. You get what I'm saying? Before the other car in front of you start braking, the Tesla would start braking, which is pretty cool. The other day I was driving, and the car was driving, and there was cars merging, and the cars that was merging, it basically what ended up happening, when the cars came from nowhere on the side, and the car knew that it was there. So you know what the car did? Slowed down and made that car get on. But I didn't see that car. You know what I'm saying? But it was so cool that it saw that car and made sure that car didn't sideswipe me or get into an accident with me. So yes, autopilot can be great in so many ways, and there's other things that I could list, but I don't want to make this video too long of going about autopilot. But if you're getting a Tesla, my advice is get it, because what you don't want to happen is for you to not get it, right? As you can see, the price of autopilot keep going up. $3,000, $5,000, now it's $8,000. Next time you look, it's gonna be at $12,000. And you know, if you're gonna buy a car now, you might as well just add the feature and then wait for the updates to keep making it better and better, because you don't want to wait until they update it, get the feature out there, and then it's out there, and then for you to say, you know what, let me go get it. And then now autopilot is 13 grand when you could have just added it, use it when you want to, right? And then wait for the official version that you're waiting for, which is the updated version, and run it like that. It's a good investment. I think it's a good investment. So you already know what it is. It's Jay Gallus. If you haven't watched none of my videos before, then you need to subscribe and rate, man. Rate, subscribe, share it with your friends. And I always end my videos with 1, 2, 3, 4. Peace.